Looking at this side of Albion and outside my window here in the UK, there isn't much difference. So I have to say that they've done a really good job at making it look like the UK here, or I think it's meant to be like ancient England or something like that. So welcome everyone to another episode of Anno 117, and we're looking here at our newly island in Albion. And let's get started. We closed the last episode with no islands in Albion. I actually just closed it when I saw that Zaranitu had taken lots of islands here, including the new guy that we discovered. And what I've done, as soon as I finished the episode offline, I went ahead and I basically captured a few islands. That's why you'll see our balance up here has suffered quite a lot. I believe we had like 150k and now we're just above 20. But it's fine, we'll restore that. Now, I didn't want to bore you with me going around looking for islands, scouting and stuff like that, but because after all this is a beginner series, I do want to go through some of the logic why I picked some of the islands. So let's go through it now. First, I picked this island. Originally, I was looking for basically something that is quite big, and you can see this one. It has a nice balance between a swamp and a, I guess, plateau or whatever you want to call it, normal area. And I was also looking for something that will allow me to expand in the beginning inside the forest area or whatever, and then I can also use the marshland down here. And if that doesn't make sense, if you've never seen a gameplay of Albion, hopefully it will do once we start expanding in this region. Now the first island you get on this region is free, so I wanted to get a fairly big island by not using any money, because remember I said that there is two factors affecting island prices. One is the size of the island and the other is how many islands you have in the region. That was the first island I took. Then following this logic, basically looked at what fertilities we have here. I'm not going to go through what each fertility does and why we need it, because to be honest, frankly, that kind of ruins the game, especially if you've never seen the other tiers. I do know them because this is my third playthrough in the game. But generally speaking, I'm just looking to get as many fertilities as I can. So this is what I'm getting here. So I'm looking for something different. I scouted around the map and I also wanted to stay close to my main island, and I wanted to also avoid Voada, which is the pirate up here with the lovely island here. So with these factors in mind, I discovered this island here, which is quite big, very, very big actually, and it has lots of marshland and again lots of land and so on. And given that it's so big and it has new fertilities that we don't see in our original island, for example, we've got seashell and saltwort. We do have resin, but resin is not as important because we can get it in Latium. I did go for this one as well. So that was my second island because it was that big and I was paying the second lowest price, if you like. Then I had to find some other fertilities. I looked around to see some fertilities I was missing. So one thing that I was missing was the ponies that you can see here and the granite. So I found this little beauty here. Generally speaking, when I find one or two big islands, I don't mind getting some small ones because personally, I kind of like small islands that it's quite easy to expand and almost fill them up and have them very specialized. For example, I know that this island will be specialized to do saltwort and maybe ponies and granite and so on. So I know that it will have a specific purpose. Oh, it also has barley as well. Sorry, that was the other thing I was looking for. The only fertilities I couldn't find were beavers and I believe the tin. Yeah, tin. So this one does have tin and beavers. So I chose this island. Now this island is not excellent. It does have quite a bit of marshland and it's a bit of a weird shape. But again, given that the main reason that I need it is for the beavers and so on, I think it will be fine. And to be honest, personally, I haven't experienced when you need the beavers. Because after all, although this is my third playthrough, I haven't gone too far into the gameplay to completely finish. I've seen tier 4 in Latium and tier 3 here, but I haven't met all of the demands. So it's a bit of a new territory for me as well, to be honest. I was quite lucky to kind of form my own little square, fairly far from pirate lives. And I believe this is where you enter Latium. Sorry, this is where you enter Albion as well. So we are very close to the other region, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Maybe it's also here that you enter. It's fine. We're also fairly close to the AIs. I mean, the two AIs are next to each other, which is, I think it's a rare phenomenon. It's all very common for that to happen. Given what I have planned for this episode, it's very unlikely we will expand here just yet. Normally, if you want to be super efficient and so on, and if you're the kind of person that you're excellent at multitasking, you should be working in both regions at once. It's the most optimal thing to do. While you wait for something to happen in Latium, you come back here. I'm terrible at multitasking, especially if you follow any of my other series, you will see that I bluntly suck at it. So I will take a bit more of a slow approach. It's not the most optimal approach, but it is what I prefer to. And after all, hopefully you have picked up my style so far. I tend to be more chill with these kind of things. As long as I secure my islands, then I can just sit back and enjoy the game, if you like. In our capital, I want to essentially start looking... I will continue to upgrade roads. That's one thing I want to do as we get more concrete. And you see we have so much now, so we can actually upgrade quite a lot of roads. And I want to prioritize anything on this area that is not upgraded. Awesome. And remember, when you upgrade roads, you increase the range of your buildings, which is great. So for example, now you can see the theater almost reaches the entirety of this neighborhood, and it reaches all the way down here, which wasn't the case before. I want to continue doing that as we get more concrete. The other thing I want to do is I want to expand our, what is it called? The aqueduct to come down here to serve this area, because at the moment we're not really serving them. And I want to also expand it to come down here perhaps as well for another entry point. And the reason I know it will afford to do that is because you see we have like 100 capacity of water, and we're only using 10 per cistern. So if I get another 4, it should be fine. If I get the time and if I actually discover the duct irrigation, which it looks like I will do, I want to also make this, enable this aqueduct, which will then power, or I guess enable all of our farms to get double the productivity, if I'm not mistaken. And I spoke about this on the last episode. It will be a very stats heavy episode, because I do want to go through my houses and make sure people meet their demands. I will be looking at the edges of the buildings, the edges of our town, double checking that the buildings have the correct ranges. I will be upgrading. You'll also see me getting some more kind of a segregation between the people. Like, I definitely want this to be only equus. I want this to probably be a mixture of equus and plebeians. This will probably be plebeians for now, but it might end up being our tier 4 and things like that. So let's get started. What I want to do is I want to upgrade some of our plebeians that we haven't some of our equus that we haven't upgraded. And I want to also upgrade these guys and upgrade these ones to plebeians. And let's start by what I spoke about. I want to look at this lady here, for example. And I want to see what she doesn't have met. Now, she doesn't have a grammaticus. Sanctuary, she doesn't have a sanctuary either, for some reason. Oh, it's just getting filled in now. But she doesn't have a grammaticus. The closest grammaticus is this one. And it's just falling short of it. I could consider moving things about somehow. I could even consider building another grammaticus here, actually. I could build another one here and have like the city expand all the way to the end. Yeah, maybe that would be a possible thing to do. So let's do that now. At least blueprint noted. And let's put this one here, and let's look at some houses. This would be like the super rich people that live right by the coast. The market is a bit far. We might need another market. So let's stick a market here. And we will likely need to stick in some industries as well along the way. Maybe I can put the market like this. Yeah, a bit different. Okay, let's put another house here. And let's make it so it reaches like this. Yeah, it's a bit of an awkward shape, but it's fine. And here we have space for something else. I'm not sure what yet, but we've got some space. Maybe we can get some houses here as well. So that's like another beautiful area that we can have right by the coast, which is awesome. What else do we want to do? Let's have a look at our demands. I like to start with the consumers, so the consumer goods. So it looks like most of the things are met. If I do this, most of the things are met. We are very close with porridge, which is okay because meeting porridge is actually quite easy. This one means we have 7 tunics, but for some reason only 5 are operational. I'm not too sure why. Let's have a look at the ones that are not operational. Actually have a look how we're doing with hemp. Oh, there we go. That's why, because hemp is suffering, which is an easy problem to fix, especially now we expanded this area. We can very easily build another hemp farm. We expanded this way. I forgot that we've done that. So let's move this one. Let's do it like this. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. Let's build it. And will the cistern reach these guys? No, but what if we upgrade? Let's upgrade the roads here to be concrete. Yeah, now it does reach, just about. But if we upgrade this, I think it will reach. That's now sorted that issue with the tunics, or it should do. Now sandals have finally been hit, which means we need to have a look at what we're going to do with the sandals. Now sandals is a tier 2 industry. There is one there, and there is another one there. Okay, it's every 2 minutes, so we actually need to get 2 more. The good news is that this gives us income, which is a really good benefit to have, especially in these times where we need the income. And I'm looking to slot it in somewhere along in here, because you can see we have a lot of houses that they can benefit from this. This is the best area because I only need to move 1 house, and I'm going to settle it here. And I need to just delete a bit of road. And here's my next sandal place here. And let's build it. And I need 1 more. So I could actually slot it in here next to the inputs. Why not? Let's have like a little area where we can put more sandals actually. 1 here and 1 here, like this. What was the ratio? So it was 1. So we need to build another tannery. I see. Okay, the salt has insanely increased demand. So I believe, where is my salt one? The salt one is there. And actually we can now start building in the ocean because we have discovered this technology. So I kind of want to leave my space there clean. So what I might do, I might come here and start expanding along this way. So I'm going to tidy up this a bit. I have redesigned this area fairly much, like it's quite different now. So what I will do, that allowed me to have a few more sardines, which for now I'm going to build just so I can meet that insane demand. And once we meet them, I'm going to essentially delete them. That will hit our workforce a bit, but it's fine. So now we should have an insane we have an insane oversupply of sardines. And let's go back to working with this. Now we need the salt mines. The salt mines, we can probably put 1 here and 1 here, but I don't think we can get a... Oh, we can get a road through, okay. Let's build 2 of them. And we will actually destroy this one here. And our port might seem a bit like empty here, but I promise you once we start discovering more and more things, this will change very quickly. In case you're wondering how I have this technology of adding things in the water, it was here. I believe it was one of the things we recently discovered. This one here, Latin water construction. That should have met our salt demand. Maybe, yeah, that's fine. The next thing we wanted for the sandals was the pigs, which I think hopefully will be okay. Pigs. We're kind of okay, but we're about to hit the limit. Let's see how it goes. I think we'll be fine. And by the way, I forgot that I actually can now upgrade warehouses, which makes them a lot more efficient. So basically we have a bit of a sandals crisis, but hopefully all of this should now be fine. We'll just need to come back and make sure that works. Let's continue and see what else is suffering at the moment. Okay, doesn't look like anything immediate suffers. I mean, soon we'll have a Pileus issue, but that's fine. We're used to it by now. Let's do a quick overview of anything that might be suffering. Coal actually is low. That's an important one. I have some placeholders here, so maybe I can place this one. So that should be fine with my coal. Okay. Yeah, I was debating putting a big coal miner somewhere where they have like 10 coal charcoal burners and then they sort it out. I see we have someone... Oh, shush. Is there a Castoria close by to sort them out, or... Oh, there is one there, so they should be fine. Let's have a look at the edges of some of our residents to see if they're missing anything. So this guy's not missing anything. This area will leave as Libertus, I think. Then as we move closer to the city center, I'm going to have some plebeians scatter about. And then here we will have the clear Equis area, which I think I will also use these ones as well. How are we doing with olive oil, by the way? Because, yeah, olive oil is just about to need more, I think. Anyway, the next thing I need to do I need to look for a good spot to put a cistern. Now, if you were to put a cistern here, you're kind of meeting a good chunk of the city. And because bear in mind, we're also meeting... Yeah, we're meeting that area. What's good about this game is if I now look at a cistern, it shows me the one that is... If I put it here, it shows me what area of the city is already been met. So you see here is already green, which means we're already meeting it with the other ones. So if I put it here, I can already see my gap will be down here. So I just need to find another one down here. But this is good enough, I think. And again, it will be really easy to replace. I just need to move a house, so I can just bring one of these houses here. Let's put it here. And let's now do a blueprint of what we want our cistern to look like. So we'll come down here. I will try to leave it as straight as possible. Then come here. Let's bring it up to here, and then let's join along here and like this. Yeah, that's fine. And now this is joined, but obviously we don't have roads anymore, and we can just go around it like this. There we go. And that would do it. And slowly I will also upgrade my roads to see what's the effect of doing that. At some point I also want to put my other Shrine of Ceres. Now remember, this one gives health and population. Let's see, is there any area that we are not meeting? We've got those ones, so we could probably use one here. And I'm going to now use the trick that I've been using so far. I'm just going to move this house. And I just realized I need to build this Grammaticus. You know what? I will actually build this. I will build all of these houses. I should have done it before I met the demands, but it's okay. And let's build this as well. The tavern is struggling a bit, but once we upgrade the roads, it will be fine. Speaking of, let's see... Yeah, now it's more than fine. And bear in mind, once we get marble, it will be even more than that. And we have unlocked the duct irrigation, so that could be the next thing we do. At the moment, unfortunately, we need quite a lot to build it. We need... Yeah, it's not 5 actually, it's more than that, isn't it? Yeah, it's a bit of a trick because it shows you... You think it's 5, but it's more than that. So we'll need to wait a bit, unfortunately.
Uncle Tarragon always says, the first step is to get lost.
I didn't realize Diana's uncle is Tarragon. Tarragon is one of the other AIs that you can play against. It's meant to be like the easy AI. Now, you see we have a lot of Libertus workforce, which makes me think we should probably upgrade all of these. But I will wait until we have all of the roads sorted and stuff like that. So for now, I'm just going to put hold on that. The last thing I wanted to look at is I want to look at what demands they have here. So Togas is something we started looking at last time, but I kind of left it prematurely. And this one will unlock once we get more Equies. Okay, so let's have a look at Toga's chain. So we already looked at this, and I believe we started building it on this side. Yes, we did, but we just never built it. So let's build this. That will give us essentially 3 of these guys. We need 4 of these actually to match it. Considering leaving one as just a blueprint, because for now I know we won't need that much. Now flax we have plenty of here. Could irrigate it as well, which will increase the productivity. I need to do some optimization here. I can move this, and can I move this once more? Probably. I can bring it all the way. I guess I could bring it all the way here. Yeah, it would be nice to bring it all the way here. To kind of meet with the lavender. Then this one can come along. Oh, actually, I don't even need to bring it all the way there. Looks like sooner or later we'll meet it. After lots of farm Tetris and stuff like that, I managed to get 4 of them to fit in. And I kind of did a bit of this, and now these all join. Now the only thing remaining, I just need to find a new home for this guy. Hopefully that wouldn't be too difficult, he said. I mean, there is a... Yeah, that's fine. And that reaches there. Okay, so that's done. I keep cutting me fiddling about with farms because I just think you find it a bit boring watching me playing a farm Tetris. But if that's kind of your thing and you you like to see that, just let me know and I will leave it in. So I don't even remember why we did that. It was for togas, right? Yeah, so and then they need 3 of these. For now we can build 2. Oh, I forgot how pretty this looks. Yeah, this looks incredible. Look at it. Yeah, this is amazing. And it kind of matches nicely with the lavender next to it. So that will then fit into the weaver. Now the weaver takes 4. Oh my god, okay, and it takes a lot of equies. So we will need a lot of equies for this industry. Now, does it have any negatives? No, it doesn't. Maybe I start like a brand new industry area here, perhaps. Yeah, why not? Let's do the equies industries here. So we need 4 of these. So we'll need a road through them. I won't build all of them, but I know we'll need 4. And let's do something like this. This one gives -3 happiness, so might as well just put it far from people. And how many do you need? You need 4 of these as well. That's insane. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do like this. Actually, just so we don't waste space, let's move them here. Okay, delete this. That will do. Then we need the actual togas. Now the togas give +2 income, so we should definitely have them somewhere in the town. We could fit one easily here, which doesn't take a lot of buildings, but it's a lot. Yeah, it's fine. And the other one we can probably put in this neighborhood if I find the space for it. This one is 70 buildings. This one is 83 actually. If I can squeeze one in here, it would be incredible. But where would I squeeze it? It's a different story. It looks like this is a good location. There are some better ones down here, but we don't have warehouses and it would be all a bit of a mess. So I'll put one here, and then this can be location for something else. Actually, before we build it, let's set up a trade.
We stand waiting.
Sorry, just let me send the sardines up on here. So you want 250 and then load up another 22.
Ready.
I don't know what she's doing with all that kind of fish, but it's her business. We need some garum as well. I don't know if we have that kind of that much garum. No, we don't. We'll struggle to get that much garum, so it's fine. What else do we need? We need sardines, Diana. Oh, and we need, I think Zara requires marble, which ironically I think she sells marble. So I might be a bit of a cheat and actually buy it from her and sell it back, which I don't like doing, but in these circumstances, unfortunately, I don't really have any other choice. Now, back to this. We basically now need a boat to do the trading for us. Now, I could get another pentaconter, or whatever you want to call it. I don't really want a big boat to do this business, and this will only cost me 20. So let's get one going, and once we do, we can set up the trade to bring the snails in. While we wait for our boats to go and sort out those things, what I want to do is I want to look at Kalamata now, because Kalamata, if you remember on the last episode, we expanded a lot, and that has really hit us. You see, we don't have tunics for a lot, we don't have a porridge, and yeah, we just basically need to take into account things. Let's start with the easy things. Let's get the sardines going, and let's also build. Now this is the sheep farm. What's your issue here? Oh, this is full. Okay. Oat farm and porridge. Oat farm, and somewhere there must be a second porridge. Don't know where, but somewhere there must be a second porridge. Let's build this, and let's build this, and let's build this. The spinners. Let's build the Castoria, and soon enough we're going to run out of resources, but it's fine. Let's build one of the sheep farms. Let's build another Castoria to keep them happy. I need another porridge farm. Don't know why I don't have any other porridge farm. I have 2 of them there, but I do not have I have 2 oats, but not 2 porridge. Unless no, the ratio is 1-to-1. I'm pretty sure about that. So that made the porridge a lot better. And the tunics, we need 1 more, which I think we have somewhere in the city. We basically need to build this city again. Let's build all of these, which will further increase our demands. Yay. Okay. And we need to build these guys and these guys. And again, we need another porridge, I believe. Now, with all these, hopefully... Oh, it's a mess. We need more pileus. And porridge, we are overproducing, which is excellent. Sardines, we're just short of. Sorry, just above. So I think it's fine. But tunics, we need more. These tunics, man, they're just non-stop. I could sneak in one in here. Doesn't look like these are benefiting from it. Pileus can go here next to the ship, which is where it's being produced. But again, we need wood. Now the ship has arrived. Let's go and hand in the quest.
What could you possibly require?
Alright. Why doesn't she like it? Did I bring... Oh, I brought
Waiting for your
too
decree.
short. Oh, you know what? She sells sardines. I'm not going to go back
It's
again.
a boom time for us.
I'm sorry. I know it's a bit of an annoying thing, but
As do
I
we.
made a mistake. And what did we get? Specialist. Workforce needed for kitchens in
That
range.
pushes my enterprises forward.
Let's come to Zaranitu to do the other cheaty thing where we will buy the marble and give it back to her. And I know people probably hate me for doing that, but if you don't hate me, let me know. If you do hate me, again, let me know. Maybe it's time to build our lovely aqueduct here, which will be for irrigation. And I think once we build that, this is where we'll call it. Okay, let me just now show you how irrigation does. So now, well, we have this. You can see we have this icon here, and now they get, I believe they get 50% productivity. So everything is being boosted essentially. But the problem is that this is running out of water now. We still have, it's 5 each, and I believe there is some sort of a technology that reduces it. Let me see. Yeah, water consumption goes down, but first we need to do some of these. Okay, our ship is being built. Let's set up the route, and I think we'll call it after that. So we
What
come
could you
here, we can
possibly
say
require?
create a trade route. Then what we want to do, we want to go from Kypressia to here, and we want to load on snails on Kypressia, if I find them. Here, load up on snails and unload here. And I think that will be it for now. If we need any more, we'll figure it out. And actually, let me name the route as well. So this is Sampana supply. Let's stick it in. How do you put it in? Rename Sampana supply.
Citizens are dissatisfied with their lot and may soon revolt.
He soon revolt.
Can't stuff all that down me folds.
Okay. Oh, the happiness is really low on this island now. What can we build them for happiness? We can probably build them some custodias, first of all. Yeah, because they do not have any custodias here. So we could build one here to keep them happy. And maybe another one. There's no space to put one here. There is one here, but it's fairly far. Could put one here though. But we don't have the things for it. So what I will do is I will set it so here. Oh, we already have it set. Alright, so I think that's where we'll leave it. This episode arguably wasn't the most of the interesting ones compared to the action we've seen in some of the other ones, but it was very important because now we balanced a lot of our increased demands, and now we can just continue slowly moving forward. On the next episode, I will finish with the Toga production. I will then take a look at some of the other requirements of the Equus, and once I finish with them, we'll then move on to Albion and set our first settlement there. So thank you everyone again for watching. means the word to me to see all of the likes and the comments that you leave me. If you are interested to get notified on the series, feel free to subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I will see you in the next episode of Anno Pax Romana. See ya.